What's up guys, it's Canadian, and today we are back with another Orisa VOD review. I've been enjoying doing these Orisa VOD reviews lately. If you want to know how to submit one, you can check how in the comments. Today we are doing a VOD review for my amazing subscriber, Kaden VR. She's got her own Twitch channel, as you can see. She is doing, there are two defense videos, so this is the first Orisa defense, and then she's got another defense we're going to look at, which kind of comprises the whole game, which is totally fine. So this is on gold. ELO, Route 66. The match was played, it looks like 12/4/2018. Oh, sorry, that's probably January 24th, 2018. So this match is pretty young. So we're going to be looking at her positioning, target selection, ability usage, all that jazz, and hopefully we can, learn some stuff ourselves and maybe impart some wisdom. So let's go ahead and get started.
I knew I was missing one, I couldn't see.
Pulling Bastion off the car, it's always good. Pulling up shields. Oh, for those wondering, this is the quality of the video. It's not my stream, which is fine. It is what it is. And it's usually not a problem. So if you have quality concerns or issues, I understand, but there's no point commenting about it because there's nothing I can do. So anyway, let's get back. Apparently I hit the mute button on accident. Reload, 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 no!
I tried to block for you.
That was a good try on the block though. Yeah, this Ryan though, he just had a great trajectory. That was really good by the Ryan. That's a good pull to kind of get Winston and Reinhardt away from you and your other tank.
Ryan's on me, he's low.
If Ryan's shield's like this, you can just straight up punch him because he has about, oh man, he's about 75 HP, so like 2 punches and he'll die. So yeah, if he's ever in melee range like this, you can just straight up punch him, but you guys do get the kill, so it's no big deal. Oh, that would have been an amazing pull. So if you can get the tether onto Winston as he leaps away and you activate it quick enough, it will pull him all the way back and deny his leap. So that would have been awesome. That was a good attempt. So far your shields have been pretty normal, basic. There hasn't been any like terrible shields that I've noticed. You're just kind of doing the thing, refreshing the shield, holding the space. So good job with the shield so far. You're kind of wasting ammo here. There's no reason to shoot Mei in Ice Block. You just kind of wait for the sound effect.
Mei is a problem.
Because look how much ammo you wasted. So you were at 38.
Mei is a problem.
And then she comes out of Ice Block and you have 7, right? So that was kind of a mistake there. If you had held your ammo, you would have had 38 bullets to shoot her with instead of just these 7. Yeah, see, now you have to reload. But she's not gonna live. It's not a big deal. It's just, in terms of improving your own gameplay, that's just like a tiny thing.
Depends on how they play the Mei, honestly.
Yeah, it's true, but she's really...
It's a decent pull on the Winston. It's kind of the fight's been one pull. Nice, good kill on the Moira. So this is a good pick off, and then there's also a Reinhardt over here. So if you kill this person, your whole team should go stagger this Ryan. No, wait, who was that? Wasn't that Mercy? Oh, your whole team should be going after the Mercy, because this is before Mercy nerf, so your whole team should be going after this Mercy. I thought she died. Didn't she die? Am I blind? Oh, she got rezzed. You can clearly see in the kill feed there.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Ryan's concentrating.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're kind of splitting themselves up a lot right now. It's kind of weird.
That's fine.
Let them come to us. Don't get too split with them.
Yeah, I was about to say, might as well reload in the situation, which you did. Good job.
I'm gonna try and ult behind them.
So this pool, the reason I would have held this pool because you can see that Ryan's shield is getting close to breaking. So once Ryan's shield breaks, he usually like goes into like hammer mode. He just like starts swinging because there's really nothing else to do, right? Or he charges. Just make sure, with every pull you're trying to accomplish like a specific goal. Now sometimes that goal is like pulling them back, But it's very rare that that's really what you want to do. It's mostly like when someone's ulting, like a soldier or a Bastion, etc. But so here I would have liked us to hold this halt and then see what kind of opportunities arose after his shield breaks.
I'm gonna try and ult behind them soon.
Definitely keep pressure up on the shield though. So like as Orisa, you're never gonna kill Moira because she has fade. Like it is a enticing target because she is missing a chunk of health, but she's just gonna fade away towards her mercy. So you definitely keep your pressure up on the shield because once this is broken, it kind of opens up the whole fight to your team.
I don't really have a combo opportunity.
Okay, see how she's just getting healed by mercy, right? But and then now this Reinhardt shield might be recharging.
Winston's coming up.
We could do a halt, an Orisa halt with them. My ult.
Yeah, see, this is another one of those. Your Lucio is a bit. He got walled off, so maybe it's not his fault.
Winston's coming up.
Kind of got a little stuck. Yeah, the wall definitely. That was a good wall by May, but maybe he shouldn't have been there.
We could do a halt, an Orisa
Damn, he just got smashed.
halt with them. My ult. Technically.
Winston's on me.
Oh yeah, I definitely. In my head, once he walked through the shielder here, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna Earth Shatter.
On me.
And so yeah, I heard the fortify go off. Like you see it turn orange, right here. But for some reason, you know, you still get Earth Shatter, which is unfortunate.
See, that was coming.
I'm just gonna go for it.
All right, I could see the combo, right? The Orisa halt into Pharah Barrage. I could see that working. You did pull the Moira out of cover, so that worked. Oh hey, Shadowbuster coming with the $2.99 for all stuff that I learned from you. Thanks so much, Shadowbuster. I really appreciate it. I was gonna ask if Fortify blocks that. So Fortify will protect Orisa from Earthshatter, but it will not protect people behind Orisa. It is not a line of sight breaking ability. Get some heart in the chat for these bits and these the follow we had when we got started and the donation, guys. Thank you so much for the support.
Did I halt it right?
I really haven't talked much about your fortify usage. But I should right here. So right here, you have shield available, and no one's really hitting you. So you probably could have shielded first and saved fortify. Fortify is like such a long cooldown. I think it's 14 seconds because the duration is 4 seconds and the cooldown doesn't start till after it ends, and it's a 10-second cooldown. So it's like 14. It's a 14-second cooldown. We're like the longest. Like think of Mercy's Resurrect is 30 seconds, right? And this is 14. This is almost half of that. It's probably the second longest cooldown in the game. So you really want to be like selective with your fortifies, just like you are with Zarya personal shields. So probably in most cases you want to use this first and then fortify, unless you're doing, you know, my patented run into the choke, fortify so you don't die and then place a shield. That's kind of like the only time I really use fortify first. But it seems like it'll be okay. I'm just being a little nitpicky. You guys have like clearly won the fight. You're up 3 or so. So you're not gonna get punished for this. It's just, you know, good to kind of get into that habit. Also, you've been reloading quite a bit at high ammo. However, this one is a little okay because really no one's around. Mei is off on the side, but she just died. Moira's getting resurrected, so you're reloading with high ammo, but you're not going to get punished. It's definitely better than your last VOD on Zarya, that Junkertown one. You were reloading like all the time, and I know Orisa's a different beast because she just has so much more ammo. But so far, your reloads have been just normal. I wouldn't say there's any like terrible ones, except for that one where you had 1 ammo and you didn't reload. That gave me some anxiety. But for the most part, your reloads have been just normal, like not necessarily great, but not terrible either. Ooh, that sucks.
I have bongo for next.
See, like this reload right here, 78. There's like this Winston is in cover. You could halt and pull the Winston out of cover and then shoot him in the face a bunch. That's like a combo right now, right? Like halt is like Orisa, maybe not like a combo heavy character like Doomfist per se, but her halt is like the beginning of all, like the start of so much damage for Orisa. It's insane how good this ability is. That one wasn't bad.
Moira.
Like this Winston, right? He just used his bubble. What's gonna happen is he's gonna leap onto someone, probably Lucio, and then what you do is you halt the ground and then just like shoot him in the face. So again, right here, you had both of them up, and then you had both abilities, and you used your fortify instead of your shield. You did take Junkrat bombs, to be fair. Like, I understand why you fortified here, but this is mostly like kind of an awareness thing now. So right here, once you see these bombs coming at you and you have shield, you should look down and shoot a shield. Come on, Winston. Oh, come on, Winston, leap. I know you want to. Yeah, so that halt, not good. Oh.
Frozen, but
Yeah. So supercharger can get frozen. So you see right here, the supercharger is not feeding lines to your team anymore. It's because the supercharger got frozen. Just like Torb's turret can get frozen. So yeah, this was definitely a bit of a panic. So if we go back, right, the enemy team used Valk, which is already, you know, not good for our team. Because Valk is just stupid strong. Probably would have placed the supercharger over here so it can kind of cover this whole area and then be out of line of sight for the enemy. I think at this point though, once they invest so many ultimates like Valkyrie, like Blizzard, it's pretty lost. You kind of just accept that it's lost and maybe not use the ultimate. It's hard to say because when you're in game, you're trying to think, if I use this ability, maybe, just maybe, we can bring it back, right? Trying to see the numbers, man. So it looks like it's 6v6.
gonna have another tire. He's won.
You guys killed Junkrat. They Valk res him, so it's still 6v6 and Mercy has a resurrect. Isn't she staying way in the back? About her position, so the thing about her position, Orisa is a ranged character, right? So all she needs to do is be contesting the cart. Diva kind of does whatever she wants, and then the rest of her team kind of plays around Orisa's shield. So I think her position's fine. If I noticed something like egregious, I would have said something. But you know, I just like putting a shield here or putting a shield here. You have some cover, you know, in this wall, this billboard or this wall. Your team can rotate high ground, flank, etc. They can rotate this high ground and flank. There's really, like, where would they be, I guess, is my question. This was a panic. I didn't know it would freeze and hoped it would still give people down to boost outside of freeze. Except it freezes, yeah. How would you feel reviewing hit scan like Trace in 76? I don't think I'm good at those heroes at all. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you how to improve with them. More ahead to help the team. So this is why, so they have a Reinhardt, right? If you place a shield next to Reinhardt, your shield becomes useless. Because Reinhardt's hammer, the shield doesn't block melee attacks, so the hammer will just hit everyone. So there's no point in placing it right next to, and the same thing with Mei, right? If you place the shield super far forward, Mei will just walk through the shield and start freezing everyone. I think the positioning is fine personally, right? You're holding the cart back from pushing, you're using your range to deal damage, and you're providing a safe haven for your team all in the back here. Now, where your team is, I don't actually know. All we can really see on the screen is the Diva. Placing the shield farther ahead doesn't help the team. Like, see how Lucio is in relative safety back here, you know, healing Orisa. Because Orisa is holding all of this space for her team just by being here. But like, once you put a shield up here, they can flank the shield around the cart. Like I said, they'll just walk through it. They will just kill the shield. Farah is in the sky, so that's where Farah is. That makes sense. This soldier's in high ground. Like, your team has pretty good position. Like, I think everyone on your team has fine position. It's just the enemy team used more ultimates at the end of the day. That's what it is, right? I mean, they freeze you, they Valkyried. So Like, no one's in a bad position here. Farah's doing her thing, Soldier's doing his thing, Lucio sound buried everyone.
But
Yeah.
You can do everything right, but if the enemy team has an ultimate advantage, you're not gonna win. Mercy, like, look, Mercy's in perfect safety, healing our Orisa. Like everything is pretty good for the blue team here, except obviously that the red team had ultimates. You see how the cart is still being contested, right? Diva's the contest monster, and Orisa is the have a safe space for my healers. So
Maybe Lucio. Oh,
I'm down.
Yeah, that's good to know, for sure.
Stall as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
I'm out of my
It might be
yeah,
time
everyone
to
that
reset
is there
our,
should
like,
just die on the cart
reset,
at this
so-
point. You
Okay.
guys held for a very long time, so you should be proud of that hold.
I'm
you want
good.
to try to swap over here or no?
We,
That's good at least.
what should we do? What do you think, guys?
Too late now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to reset.
Oh, yeah.
Only 3 minutes. That's not a long time.
Yeah.
Hold it for you.
It's true.
Spamming down shield. I mean, yeah, this is exactly what Orisa does. This is like one of the main reasons why Orisa is better than Ryan is you can pressure Ryan's shield from a distance, and Ryan can't pressure your shield because you'll just have a new shield cooldown.
Do we have anything that we feel like is a huge problem?
Winston.
I mean, look at this poor dude, man. His shield is just getting absolutely smashed.
Winston.
Junk, I think.
I wouldn't have used halt here, by the way, either.
Uh,
Conquer's top left.
So the main thing about Orisa is she is the anti-tank tank, right? Diva, like Orisa and Zarya are both like anti-tank tanks, right? Diva dives squishies, Roadhog kills squishies, Winston kills squishies. I feel like there's a tank that I'm missing. That was only 3. Oh, Reinhardt. Reinhardt is this kind of just whatever. But Orisa and Zarya are the anti-tank tanks because well, you could argue Roadhog is too, but Orisa, Zarya, their kits are like perfect for fighting enemy tanks. Like Zarya melts Roadhog, Zarya melts Diva, Zarya melts every single tank, right? And her barriers give her like the advantage in the 1v1, except maybe Roadhog if he has breather. And then Orisa, her shields, her fortify, her damage, her halts are all amazing versus other tanks. So when you have like a target selection opportunity like Junkrat or Reinhardt shield, always go for, situationally, but for the most part, you want to go for the Reinhardt or the enemy tank. Like, since Orisa is one of the few tanks that can headshot, like, consistently. Like, Roadhog, yeah, he can headshot, but it's really not that consistent. Diva, again, she can headshot, but not really that consistent. She has to be, up close. Orisa can headshot, from any distance because her gun has absolutely no spread, right? It just is this spread, and if you get good with it, as tanks are moseying along, you just dink them in the face, you get tons of ult charge, and you're just dealing tons of damage.
Winston's giving us a problem.
Trying to...
Like, right now, I would be concerned, like, where did the Reinhardt go?
Yeah.
Like, in my head, he's flanking for an Earthshatter.
He's trying to dive you a lot.
Yeah, he harasses people.
Oh, look at that. He's flanking for an Earthshatter. That's actually really funny. The Mei put up the wall here, and then Reinhardt, like, charged to the side and, like, sneakily went away. That's actually really funny.
I feel like the Ryan is maybe the problem.
That was a really strange fortify.
I feel like
Okay, so if you wanted to drop, you didn't have to drop on this side. Right? You kind of took like the worst path to get where you wanted to go. You wanted to just back up over that side, so you didn't have to use your fortify cooldown.
I feel like the Ryan is maybe the problem.
Okay, tons of ultimates are happening. Both tanks are dead. So like obviously now as Orisa, you just shoot like the immobile squishies, and to make that even easier is you use halt, right? If you halt a squishy, they get pulled here. You just dink them in the face and they die. I did it preemptively, scared of damage. Definitely ideal. Yeah, it's the same kind of lesson as Zarya with fortify, right? You want to make sure you're using it to counteract real damage, not imaginary damage. And it does take some getting used to, especially since she's a able to get CC'd. Like if you like jump down and there's a Roadhog, I could understand fortifying because you don't want to get hooked into their team because then you'll definitely die, right?
Mercy, 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 mercy.
Nice. Okay, so your team's won this fight.
Behind us.
Fire only got one.
Moira's
There we
one.
go. This is
Behind
just,
us.
I know this is like a simple thing, but we use shield instead of like we were about to have fortify up, so I can't. This doesn't really count because you couldn't actually use fortify, but still using shield before fortify.
Moira's one. Nice. That's a good hold. Good hold.
By the way, for you guys watching this, I don't think I'm doing a great job reviewing this. So I apologize. I feel like I've just been missing a ton of things in terms of like position, target selection, shield, you know, all that stuff. So, do forgive me. I'll try to do better from this point on.
I'll check.
I never let Mercy rest.
I try to use shield in case of more to block her drain. Yeah, so that's actually doubly good because you're blocking Moira's damage and her self healing.
Like, oh, far left.
Again, we're halting for no reason, and halt is Orisa's best ability.
Oh, far left.
She might try and ult.
Soldier's high ground.
So like right now, and this is target selection, right? You have your choices are. Oh wait, what did I just do? No, I turned something off. Whatever. You have Reinhardt or Winston in terms of target selection, and look at their hitboxes, right? Huge hitbox. But you're choosing to shoot at this like itty bitty slender Moira, so you're not getting any value out of Orisa's primary fire, right? It's just like I say when you're playing Zarya, don't bother shooting at Genji or Flying Mercy or Flying Pharah because they're hard to hit. The same sort of thing applies with Orisa, right? Shoot those big old tanks, you'll do tons of damage to them. Right here, it just no, like you could have dinged Winston in the face like a bunch of times there. Also, still, right? Winston jumped on you. Wait, where did you fortify? What? What? Oh no, this is a really. I didn't even notice this fortify. That was really unfortunate. That's unlucky.
Soldier's high ground.
Yeah, because the soldier like is not even shooting at you. Like if he started shooting at you, then I would just wait the 2 seconds and put shield. But yeah, that's
high ground.
Because right when this Winston jumps on us, oh man, you turn, you look at him, and you just smash him in the face.
Dropping down. This Reinhardt.
There you go. There you go. Shoot this one. Oh, get this guy. This one. I know you can't hear me, but that's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the message is getting across. I panic fortify way too much. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, fortify super long cooldown. It's how like Orisa is so good because her shields are great. Her fortify is great because gives her tons of like no other tank has that amount of survivability except for Roadhog, and then her halt is great. So you just gotta make sure you get value out of each and every one of those abilities.
Need heals.
No, I mean, okay, so that fortify makes sense because you're at like 10 HP. You're gonna die to this Moira. Yeah. So let's look at your team comp, by the way, and we'll talk about let's talk about where Orisa should position with this team comp. Right, we have a soldier that's on the high ground, we have a duo that's in the air, and we have a diva that's flying around, and we have a Lucio that's around. Right, so what this means is your team isn't playing behind a shield, which is fine. Right, your team is what they're doing is. If this is the box, your team is just creating this kill box. Right here, soldier, you have Pharah Mercy in the sky. And your diva is, attacking someone in the back, and then you and Lucio are just kind of sitting behind the shield, right? That's Orisa and Lucio. So what this means is you can use all your abilities specifically to keep you alive, right? You can use your shield to specifically protect yourself, because everyone else on your team is fine with what they're doing, right? Diva seems to be getting healed plenty by Mercy. Maybe Lucio's going with the diva on and off, but when you can play like this really selfish Orisa in terms of, oh hey, I don't need to, my team's taking care of themselves and I can just be a tank buster on the front line, you can get tons of value out of your abilities, right? You can just use your halt to benefit you, right? If a Reinhardt is on you, you can halt him back and ding him in the face, right? So You do your team comp's fine. There's nothing wrong with your team comp. It's just you have to play to that strategy your team's doing with your abilities. So like putting a shield on a corner, like if you put a shield right here, you could be shooting through it, and then when they chase you, you just like run through this little corridor, and you're all the time that they're trying to chase you, your team is just like raining death from above. Because look, like your DPS are in really good like kill box, but like Reinhardt cannot block both of these angles, so you're kind of like the cheese, and they're the mouse, and your team is the cat. They're chasing you, and your team's killing them.
Oh, maze one.
Don't die, Lucio.
I'm an asshole.
No. You killed the snake. I can't do anything. Yeah, no. I'm trying to heal you. I know you're fine. You know.
So like right here, you don't have to drop down, right? Because Diva is contesting for you. You can just sit right here and just fire at Rein Shield. Now, if your Diva mechs get chunked, yeah, you can put a shield here and kind of play this little corridor here. And again, you're just like you're stopping the cart from moving and just giving them absolutely no space. And then if Rein starts going on you, you just fight him with all your abilities.
Nice little charge.
You totally drop down here. Dropping down isn't necessarily bad, right? Especially because like your fellow tank is about to lose their mech. Dropping down's not bad. It's just that is an option.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, she's gonna lose mech, so you're gonna have to drop.
Maze one, maze one.
Okay, what you should have done here is shot a shield at the Diva. Right? You could have totally saved her. Dupe.
One.
What about a Reaper?
That was unfortunate.
What happened if
Again, you're shooting ammo at the ice block when you could have been shooting at Reinhardt's shield.
That's true.
Run away, run away, run away. So now what you do is when she freezes someone, you try and halt her to the side so she misses the follow-up shot, right? That is a good use of halt. Also, you can body block for this Lucio, right? Same with Zarya. You fortified, you're plenty of HP. You're out of the zone. You can walk forward and put yourself between him and this Mei, because this Mei gets one good headshot, this guy's dead. Oh, that's a rip. Yeah, this is another, and this is I try not to do this, but I missed it. I don't like reviewing after the fact, but seeing how close this Rein is to your Lucio, this is a definite opportunity to halt, like to specifically pull someone back so that this Rein is not in range of your Lucio. Your Lucio honestly should have been on speed here, because once Reinhardt's on you, you don't really escape him. He could have either booped Rein or he could have sped himself away. Those are really his two choices. And that's on Lucio, but in terms of you as Orisa, you could again body block or halt them back. So like right here, now that Rein's on you, yeah, you would have pulled him away, but you did get frozen. Yeah, so the main thing I just said so many times. So just in the middle of this game, I could definitely say you really need to work on getting value out of your halts. Because we see you were using halt a lot before, but not getting any value of it. And then when there are these opportunities to get value out of halt, you're not using it, right? Which is fine, right? That's totally okay. That's why we do these reviews. So yeah, so your Lucio dies. Again, I'm thinking like halt. You place the shield, okay. And then Reinhardt's forcing you to the other side of the shield, then Mei freezes you, which is this is just like a completely, unfortunate situation. And then you do halt, but it's too late. So you just gotta recognize those situations sooner.
Tanks in general seem to be giving us problems, so Reapers if we can.
You guys are really far up, by the way. Your Pharah just went huge and got 3, so do not use Supercharger. Don't do it. No! Okay, so right here, Mercy, Soldier, and Moira died, right? So you guys are, and I think just your Lucio and Diva died. So you guys use Valkyrie, so you definitely didn't need the Supercharger.
So Reapers if we can.
I love when you say don't do the thing and I'm about to do the thing. Yeah, I mean, that's just like earlier when I was like, I'm pretty sure the Reinhardt's flanking with Earthshatter and then he flanked with Earthshatter. It's just kind of, comes with playing the game, kind of seeing the flow of the match. I could feel, I'm like, oh, she's gonna supercharge her, isn't she? And I'm like, you shouldn't, because you're up. The double res plus the triple kill from Pharah. You guys are like in a 5v3, so maybe even a 5v2, because I think it's just Ryan and Winston.
Okay,
So super unfortunate.
Talk to Reaper.
Melt this. Get the Ryan, Ryan.
Super unfortunate.
Winston.
Double damage! Woo!
Yeah, 5v2, and the supercharger comes out.
I'll save my ult for their final push.
Oh, they're in that tunnel. I'm gonna just spam it with rockets.
Yeah, I've been trying to do better in my own games as well as these VOD reviews of tracking who's alive and who's dead, because knowing who has numbers advantage is so important in Overwatch. It determines so much, like who uses what abilities, and determines the right and wrong ways to use said abilities, right? So I'm trying to do it in these reviews. I'm trying to do it in my own gameplay, and it's just, if there's something that kind of simple that you want to practice to improve your own games, guys, definitely like work on tracking numbers advantages, right? If you're up 2, you don't really need to use ultimates. If the enemy team uses ultimates and turns the 6v4 into a 4v4, then use ultimates, right? Because then they had to use ults to even out the fight, and then you can use ults to win the fight, right? And the enemy team, if you're in that 6v4 situation, if you are the 4v6, don't use ultimates, because at that point you're only using ultimates to give you a chance of winning the fight, right? Making it 4v4 instead of just straight up winning the fight. I mean, that could depend. It could get a little situational, like if the 2 ults you use are like grab barrage, maybe you kill all 6 of them and the 4 of you live, but there's still a chance that doesn't work, right? It's better to ult like 6v5, because then you're turning an advantage into a win instead of 4v6. So just here, I got a clip here that we can watch. That Blinky, I was watching Blinky stream, and he really helped me with this. So let's watch this real quick.
Like let's teach people to focus on the biggest, most important mistakes. And for a while, I didn't know what those were, but I think dumbing them down into runaway 4v6, push 6v4,
runaway 4v6, push 6v4,
or stop ulting 4v6,
stop ulting 4v6,
stop ulting 6v4.
Stop ulting 6v4.
That's very easy for people to understand that concept, and if they ever review their own games, it's a really easy starting point of acknowledging like their own mistakes, as opposed to just like improve at everything, which is technically true, but maybe not the highest value.
And what he said is so true. And I always knew that just from playing the game. Like, I knew those things, but when he said it out loud, I was like, oh, that's that like thing in my head that talks to me like no more ults here, or we've won the fight, etc. Like, it seems so obvious now that I say it out loud, right? But before, I never really knew like how to put it into words, and Blinky helped me understand that. Do not ult if you are winning and it's 6v4. You do not need to win harder if you have 6 and the enemy team has 4, right? Like, why do you need to ult there? You already have 2 extra bodies. Alright, back to the review.
Gonna like that.
Nice!
Yeah, stay in the tunnel with shots.
Yes, give us a nice target to aim for. Certainly.
Did he get stuck in a trap?
Certainly.
I think he's just AFK. This Reinhardt with his flanking shatters, man. Yeah, shoot the Rein, shoot the Rein.
Ryan's one.
Okay, see, this fortify is a great fortify. Number 1, the damage you're taking pierces shields. Right? Number 2, Reinhardt is on you. So this is like clearly blocking damage.
Ryan's one.
Punch him, punch him, punch him, punch him. Okay, the punch did come out and he died. But still, good job. New shield. Good job not reloading. I feel like in my head you thought about reloading and you didn't. So good job not reloading there.
Winston.
Right, so right here, you see how this Winston's trying to run? Boom, you halt him back down, and you shoot him in the face. Right, halt is amazing. I love halt. Halt is so much fun. I love halt. It's so good. Ah, so close. Also, you can use halt to deny reses just in the future. I think if you pull her right now, you'll deny it. Look at that. Oh, yes! Yes, you denied the res with halt. Beautiful.
Mercy no res.
Oh, that was so good. That made me so happy. I love halt. The 0 ammo reload to top it all off.
Moira on point.
Hold it behind us.
I killed myself. But it was
Soldier.
Yep, there you go. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Yes! Oh my god, these last like 10 seconds were so good. I'm so proud.
Okay, go on, Oops.
Nice.
That was good.
I feel like I won that round, so good job, everybody.
Alright, so just from this game, it's pretty clear, right? Trying to get more value out of halts. Target select, focus on the tanks more. Work on your fortify usage / awareness. For your shields, I didn't see too much of an issue with shields. You know, if I was a good Orisa streamer, I'd say work on shield stacking more, which means when you put a shield down, shoot your next one like up in the air, so your cooldown between shields is only 2 seconds. But even I have a hard time doing that just because sometimes there isn't the opportunity to like shoot a shield up in the air. So I'm still trying to find the right time and the right place to shield stack. But when you're holding like a static defense, like all the way back here, or whoops, let me go back farther. When you're holding like a static defense like this is the perfect time to shield stack, right? You sit here, you shoot, you shoot, you shoot. Once this gets to about like 500, you just shoot your next shield straight up, or you can just shoot your next shield straight up right away, and then you'll have a new one to replace this one, and then your shield uptime is insanely high. Me and Toaster are talking about, yeah, it is gonna be. Toaster knows when to do it because Toaster's the best Orisa player that I know, and I still something that I'm learning. But yeah, so I think it's kind of clear. Your reloading was pretty good, right? Definitely a lot better than the last review. So just kind of keep track of it a little bit more. You get again good reloads. There were just like a few here and there, as mostly the target selection and the halts and the fortifies. And I think that about covers it. So, Kaden, thank you so much for the games. I hope this was helpful for anyone that watches. I hope this was also helpful to you. Hope you enjoyed our in-review math lesson. If you guys want to submit a VOD review, I will leave instructions or a link to the instructions in the comments. Again, thank you for the submission, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and have a... Oh, wait. You can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. Okay, that's it, I promise. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope it was helpful. Have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Check out these 2 other videos on the left-hand side, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button on the right. If you like all of this stuff, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and of course, YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.